go. We coming this year, nigga. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. That was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all this hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga, ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
I'm the realest in the D.O.B. Let me elaborate.
Salute, brothers. 1, 2. It's 4:35 a.m. So I said, let me go get this out the way. Title of this one is Sandstorms. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Title of this one is what it is. You'll understand why in a minute. For all of those people out there in the world who never experienced a sandstorm, congratulations, you missed a lot of bullshit. Sandstorms have this way of, if you're not used to them, it eating at your nerves slightly. Reason being, even for people who spend their lives, most of their lives working outside, that don't get a lot of natural light, so much so to the point where they wind up with vitamin D deficiencies and all that. You still have that knowledge in your mind that when you walk outside, there will be some sunlight, right? Here's what a sandstorm does. It takes all that light and dials it all the way down. It takes all that light and transforms that wonderful sun into a dull, somewhat translucent, but dark ass, like dimmed ass glow. Sandstorms give you just enough visibility that you won't trip over nothing 5 feet in front of you, maybe, depending on how thick it is, but anything beyond that, you can't really tell what the fuck is going on. It feels like you've been cut off from the world. It's a feeling of isolation. Like, damn. the most natural thing you've experienced all your life, being that light, ain't there no more. Just gloom. For all my folks in the UK, it's a gloomy ass, rainy ass, foggy, overcast ass day. Don't quite feel right, you know. But it's something that you can get used to. Well, sandstorms add a whole nother layer of complexity to it. Because on top of that, with the water wind blowing, you got stuff blowing and hitting your eyeball. So you can't really see, you gotta squint. It's the reason why the people from those regions of the world wrap their faces, wrap their mouths, damn it, cover their eyes completely. Because you got these pieces of grit getting flung in your face at high velocity so hard that the one was able to pick them up and carry them over vast distances and ping you right in the eyeball. Not comfortable. The air gets really thick and you can't breathe, so you have to cover your nose and your mouth. It feels as though you are being suffocated slowly. When a sandstorm comes up, it's a whole lot of stuff stops, just shuts down. And it could be some wind, some rain, some lightning, some thunder, all kinds of stuff. Like an actual thunderstorm can be the cause of that sandstorm, and they carry that shit right in, like right on over to you. And that's even worse. Reason being, because it ain't just raining no more. Not water, it's raining mud. Yeah, thick globules of sand, dirt, you name it, all caked up, just smacking you right in the forehead. Boop, right there. So now you can't see, you can't breathe, and the world's lights have been dimmed severely. And you don't want no more parts of this. And now it's muddy. And now it's lightning. It's just a shitty experience. It really is. I've experienced those events, and they're not any fun. They're not any fun. Yeah, yeah, you kind of get a day off work for them, but when you walk out the door, you don't expect to come back in looking like somebody dipped and batted your ass in filth and dirt, and you just cool. Cause ain't enough showers in the world to clean that shit off. It gets in everything. Boots, shoes, socks, even in your body, in your system, you know. Well, one experience in particular that I recall, I remember. I was out at yet again, fucking Garden. Fucking Garden. Not so much as Salerno we had, man, but avant-garde is it was more frequent because on the other side of that big ass mountain was like a vast just desert, bro. It was weird as fuck because one side was green as hell, the other side sand, brown and red. That's it. That's all you had for miles, per miles, per miles on that. That shit was like being on fucking Mars. We're in this little sea of green, but right on the other side of that sea is this red and brown sea of just sand, dirt, nothing. And it's like the sunlight is so strong it was killing any plants that did encroach upon that. It's so hot. But anyway, so normal day, everything sucks. And we just had a troop transfer turnover, whatever you want to call it, where one group rolled out and the new group rolled in, and they were no slight against them, but they were not the most uh, well equipped group for what was about to go down. This troop, this group, was from Alaska. Now, imagine, if you will, a group of individuals from a place like Alaska. You think like tough, hardy son of bitches. Had to be, grew up over there. And they were. But they weren't ready for the fucking harsh reality of that desert / green island / hellscape that we were all stuck in. You don't uh, just send a big ass group of folks from Alaska to the desert and be like, shit's cool. They'll make it. They'll figure it out. Nope. That ain't the way it went down. No slide against them. I might live there one day. So I ain't trying to get run out of that motherfucker if I decide to go up that motherfucker. But they were ill-equipped and ill-prepared for that environment. So we got this group of uniformed persons from Alaska that's up this bitch now. And certain members of that group, and be careful where I say this, certain members of that group were not that astute as to what was going on. Daily life. They just couldn't quite grasp the concepts of things that were happening real time around them. They kept looking like, well, how is this possible? No, don't say that. Well, this is possible because it's real. Just because you haven't seen it before in your life doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And some of them were like, but how? I just told you, because it's real. Just because you haven't seen this before in your life doesn't mean it doesn't exist. They were kind of used to what they were used to, and they weren't trying to receive any new information. Like outside of their normal existence, certain shit just wasn't possible. I'm like, no, it really is. They struggled with certain concepts and ideas, even though they trained for it. I guess they just didn't believe it, and that ain't gonna happen. And they refused to accept what is. It cost them heavy toll, blood and bodies over that motherfucker. Things got so bad they had to pull out early from their deployment. Like, I never knew that was an option, but they didn't do the full 12 months. They kept getting mopped up horribly. Anyway, back to the story. So we knew the storm was coming. We didn't know how bad that storm was gonna be. Much like always, just like fire in the mountain, that storm came right off that fucking mountain. And it was a shitty fucking month. All the wind, all the rain, all the hell. Just like focused in between one or both sides of that mountain, just funneled this way right down to us. And it seemed like that shit wasn't ever gonna end. Here's the bad part. Instead of coming right down the mountain and that being it, no. Some of it blew from the other side of that fucking mountain. I'm guessing that's where it originated from. You know how they were all the the dirt and sand is. The fucking lunar surface of Mars, like landscape is. And it flung that sand up and at us. And I'm like, I ain't gonna sandstorm. So I get my Oakleys, I put them on. I wrap my head up with my scarf, cover my mouth. I'm like, all right, straight, I'm prepared. I wasn't prepared. Rewind, earlier that day, the Afghans were like, oh, but it's gonna be a storm. I'm like, all right, bet. They're like, nah, it's gonna be a storm. I'm like, all right, bet. They were like, nah, hear me, my G. But yeah, listen, it's gonna be a storm. I'm like, so the fuck what? No big deal. I've seen storms up here before. No shit. If anything, I hope it's a bad one. I can get a day off. Working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week around this motherfucker with no breaks, no weekends, no nothing. I don't, I don't want to see you motherfuckers know it. I'm tired of experiencing you all's culture. You know. Well, it was a shitty storm, bro. We went through the day, got the work day done, take them to the gate. They going home. They left early because this storm's coming. They kept complaining and crying about it, whining about it. That's back when I was still complacent as fuck, and I really want to listen to them. Still like on my "what was me" shit. And yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. They were right. I will get to them. They were right. They were right, motherfucker. Before I can make it back from the gate, good to the shop or my or anything, it looked like the Omen. You know, sky's dark, lack of sunlight. Should have been my first sign for me to go ahead, haul ass. You know, but I'm still walking. Fuck it. Let's go over there. You know, it was hard to get transportation and walking like motherfucker. And man, I'm like, fuck this. This ain't about my ignorance. You know, my ignorance, my young hubris shit. And fucking the first raindrop hits. Bloop. Yeah, it's about to rain. Then the second, then the third. Then it just opened the fuck up. So now you got rain flying and falling through this missed us, engulfed us at this point. And it's hitting the ground and it's smacking it. Blow, blow, blow. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's mud. It's fucking mud. It started out as rain, but it caught enough of those particles of sand and dirt that had been whipped into the air from that storm. And it's mud balls. It's like little mud balls, dog. Just hitting the ground, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so this shit is real. Yeah, it looks like the world is ending up this bitch. So I pick up the pace and get the hauling ass back. I'm like, I gotta grab my jacket. I gotta grab this. I gotta grab that. Da, da, da. No gym for me today. And I make it to the B hut, grab my jacket, grab the scarf. Go ahead and wrap my head, like the Afghani scarf. Go back and wrap my head, wrap my face. Grab my Oakleys, boom, good to go. Because that was our official brand of that bitch, Oakley. Yeah. Fast forward, rain stops. Everything's still overcast and cloudy and looking all fucked up, but no more rain. Cool. Take my ass outside. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'm going about my business. Hit the DFAC, holler at Peter. What's up, dog? What y'all got cooking in here? Get my food, eat, take a little something for extra for later on. Out, gone. Now at this juncture, I still want a person of, well, I still want a man. Let's just call it that. So I had to walk. It's late in the evening, and the sun is trying to set, but now it looks like a scene from, I don't know, maybe like Silent Hill, you know. Except instead of it being foggy, it's sandy and dark. I walk outside, I peep it, I'm like, damn, I still gotta make it back to the B hut. Now all the other contractors that were there, they grabbed their food to go. And my arrogance, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna sit down and eat this. Fuck this storm. I shouldn't have said fuck that storm. Cause I found out just how fucked up that storm really could be. I'm walking back to the B hut. I know the direction the B hut is in, and I've walked this path for 1,000 fucking times. I can damn near do it blindfolded. Well, blindfolded is one thing. Having high winds and sand smacking your ass in the back of the head and the back of the neck and all that is something different. Something a little different. A 15-minute walk took damn near an hour. It's like I kept having to stop and reorient myself. Stop, reorient. Stop, reorient. People driving by on gators and carts and trucks and shit. I gotta get the fuck out the way. If not, I'm getting run the fuck over. They can't see me and I can't see them. It's this big panic. Finally, I make it back to the B hut. You know, now I'm cool. And this is my first time really experiencing a fucked up ass sandstorm. Strip everything off, fuck it, I shower in the morning. It's just too much. Fuck this. I'm not going back outside the way I can go shower. Then I'm gonna be clean and all fresh and wet and get all that shit stuck back to me again. Nah, I'm gonna just be a dirty motherfucker right now. Wash this shit off in the morning. Morning comes. Guess what? You can't fucking tell. Because it's still sandstorming. Yeah. For whatever reason. Nature was like, nah, nigga, ain't over. It's still fucking storming. This shit is still in the air and it's caked up thick as fuck. I'm like, it looks worse now. It's darker now than it was yesterday. No one told me this. But in my mind, I'm like, sandstorm over. You know, like the movies and shit. No, it's not the way it works. A sandstorm can last for days. Yeah, days. I didn't realize it at the time, but when it first started, that was the light part of it. That was the beginning. That's just the beginning. That's it. Yeah, that's the beginning. It got worse. Now no locals can come in. I can't do my job effectively. It looks like Rosemary had that baby, and Shaitan is on his way up, climbing out the pit. I'm like, yep. Well, so I guess we're fucked. I spent all day out there attempting to do my job in that same jacket. Got my head wrapped, cap on, Oakley's, mouth covered, fumbling and stumbling and bumbling my way through the day. Because those little grains of sand don't seem like much, but essentially the reason why you cover your face because the wind is carrying that sand, and your body, whatever, any exposed part of your body is being sandblasted. Didn't realize how much that shit would hurt, as it's just smacking the fuck out of me. Fast forward, whole day's been a shit show, and I'm coming to the end. Now I'm struggling with this shit, and I've been here for a hot little second. All of my uniform persons from Alaska ain't never ever seen no shit like this in life, and they're fucked up about it. You know? Well, no locals came, and they are kind of bitching about, yeah, we need more paper towels, we need this, we need that. Not gonna happen until this bullshit is over. Anyway, instead of grabbing my dinner from the defect like I normally would, well, I'm sorry, instead of me sitting down like I normally would at the defect, I went and grabbed my shit to go. Something light, made a sandwich. The bread was never fresh. Never fucking fresh. It was always stale. Like jail bread, prison bread. Still in the motherfucker. I said, fuck that. I'm gonna eat this. This what I'm eating. So now this I can wrap up in that cellophane, boop, and throw it in this container. Get the fuck on. Bag of chips, everything sealed up. I ain't be eating sand. Fuck all that. As I'm walking to my B hut, hating life, upset, mad, Again, austin environment. This shit is fucked. The whole day's been a wash. I just want this sandstorm shit to be over. I can make out two figures in the distance. I'm walking. And I'm walking. They're just standing there. I'm getting closer. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, these are two uniformed persons. All right, bet. The fuck are they doing? Why are you just standing outside in this bullshit? Make it to about 15 feet, then 10 feet. Now about 5 foot away, both their rifles come up. I'm like, the fuck? Who are you? What are you doing? I look at him like, hold up, what? Show us your hands. Uh-huh. Well, I have a DFAC tray in my hand, one hand, and the other one is in my pocket. Put my hands up. These two non-melanated persons from Alaska weren't the sharpest pencils in that group. Whatever they did to be sent outside at a time like this was pretty fucking bad. So they got punished. Go outside the sandstorm and, post guard. I didn't know. I got all that information later. I was like, what the fuck? Coming from the DFAC, asking me what I'm doing. I can't hear you. Well, bitch, it's a sandstorm. The wind is whipping. So, with the hand that doesn't have a tray in it, I point at my chest. I unzip my Old Navy jacket, and I pull out my badge. What is that? What are you doing? The same badge I've been wearing for all this fucking time. And I've seen these two dumb motherfuckers around for a while, but it didn't click for some strange reason. I think the lack of sunlight and all the gloom just made them extra motherfucking jumpy. I've been drawn down on before, and I never really sweated this shit, but this was like one of the rare times that I was like, these bitches about to shoot me. They really about to shoot me. They about to, you know, get me about it type shit. So Yik and Yak were ready to freaking frack my motherfucking ass. And I was looking at him like, yo, I've seen you stupid motherfuckers repeatedly throughout your whole deployment here. Now all of a sudden, because it's a sandstorm, you don't recognize me. All right, that's what's up. So I pointed the badge, I pull it out. They be like, oh, he's one of us. I'm like, he's one of us. Bitch, I've seen you ever since the first day you got here. What do you mean he's one of us? They're yelling because, sandstorm, it's windy. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. You bitches just had both your weapons pointed at me. Now, outside of this storm, I have the physical strength to beat you two motherfuckers to death if I choose to. You just pointed your weapons. That's what's up. Sorry, man. Okay. Yeah, sorry. We thought you were one of them. Like, one of them. I ain't seen you two bitches post guard this whole fucking time. You did? Okay. So you see a black guy just walking through the sandstorm with an Old Navy jacket on, Oakley specs, and his face covered, and you're like, oh, you must be one of the enemy too. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are slow. Y'all slow. Your mama probably drank when she was pregnant with you. It is what it is. I go on about my business. Yik and Yak turned their ass right around in the following days after that storm had cleared up, and just treat everything like it was normal. Me, not so much. I'm like, you realize you bitches pulled your weapons on me, right? You pointed it right at me. They were like, yeah, we didn't know it was you. That's what's up. But once you recognized it, why were you still jumpy? Yik and Yak had never seen anything like that. They never been through anything like that. Coming from Alaska, hella jumpy. Hella jumpy. That unit was so ill prepared for that environment and the mission that they had to leave early. They just got beat up, bro. They got beat up bad. One of their main people had to pull out. Well, he got downed. Man. They had to medevac him, and that whole group pulled out hella early in their deployment. Like I said earlier, I didn't even know it was a thing. That was an option. That showed me, depending on where you come from, has a lot to do with the overall group survivability. Like, there were some really good soldiers there, but they couldn't wrap their mind around what was really happening around them because they didn't have to grow up like that. Now, imagine coming from Alaska, a lot of them used to hunting and fishing and, some outdoorsman type shit. But last time I checked, bass don't shoot back at you. You know what I'm saying? The weather up there is what it is, but they went a whole nother environment and they were struggling to adapt. That sandstorm that lasted for days on end, it really did something to them. Yik and Yak weren't the only motherfucking ones that lost their shit. There were quite a few people that lost their shit. The lack of sunlight, the lack of oxygen available without wearing this scarf or this bandana or whatever over your face, because you ain't breathing unless you want to breathe all that shit in and get all that silly down in your lungs. Who the fuck wants that? And had them on hella on edge. Crazy part is, it was less than 3, maybe 5 days later, everything looked normal. From that dark, almond kind of fucking look, Rosemary's Baby being born, and look to back to sunshine, blue sky and clouds, and it was just like overnight, boom, gone. It was like watching people become reborn type shit. Yes, most of them were fucked up in the head. Like, they were like, I can't believe this. It's all dark and cloudy and I can't breathe. And I'm like, yeah, that's the job. To sunshine all over again. Looking like it wasn't just like a overcloud hellscape anymore. To brightens. Sun's out. You got butterflies and shit. You still got them bullets though. And them bombs coming. But they couldn't adjust. They looked like every day was their first day. I peeped that part. Well, needless to say, Yik and Yak had done some dumb shit, got caught, and got sent outside to stand guard right before you, like right at that one part where the clock stops and It was a clot full of all the special forces people. Stop. And the village begins. They got sent outside to stand guard there, you know. And they didn't understand the gravity of the situation. You got sent outside in a fucking sandstorm to stand guard in between a clot full of special forces and a village full of contractors and other uniformed persons in a sandstorm. Let's say, for instance, something were to happen, right? It's a clot full of hard charging hard charging motherfuckers that will destroy, rip, tear, and render anything. Right there. It's like right there. The one door entrance is right there. You can see it, you know, in a sandstorm. Okay. All right. You two motherfuckers must have been sword fighting and got caught or something. Like, yeah, you had to do some really stupid shit for you to be punished in this manner. But, the part I would never forget is he's one of us. I'm like, well, he's one of us. Well, okay. All right. I'll put my rage on hold for the moment, and I'll get back with you later on. Anyway, sandstorms is the sandstorms a hell of a thing. Living in the West, we don't experience them. We don't experience stuff like that too often. But it's a thing that has you in a position where it makes you feel like you're alone. You feel isolated. Them jumps are terrible to experience. And it's even worse when you got a bunch of slow motherfuckers around you that can't quite grasp that, this is a part of life too. And they're like, but no, it can't be real. No, it is. It is. It is. Straight up. Anyway, I'll leave that part there. Salute, Passport OG. How you doing, sir? I don't know who you are, but how you doing? Damn, wanna go ahead and get that one out there. And keep it going. But to answer your question, how do you deal with fear? When you go through it, you still feel it. You always feel it. I don't care what nobody say that. There are very few people on earth that ain't never dealt with fear, bro. It's no. You have to go through it. You can either be crippled by it or you can push through that shit. But after so many days of being afraid, eventually you're gonna be like, fuck it. There's no choice. There's none. Because even though contracting is a team sport, it's also a single person sport. You came by yourself. If you fuck up, you're gonna get packed up by yourself. You know, being alone, but also being available for everyone. In that situation, during that 3, 4, 5 day long storm, I think it reminded everyone of just how vulnerable they were. So you had people who were ill-equipped for the environment and the situation. They were already on edge that were put even further on edge because it makes you feel alone. I can run 15 miles. That's what's up. it's still darker than a motherfucker out here. It's still, you know what I'm saying? You still can't see where you're going, you know. A couple missteps, you may walk into something real quick that can injure you, you know. It's more of an acceptance. Feel it, but still move type shit. That's just my interpretation of it. You know, or to know the possibility of loss of life and then death, whatever is there. But up until that happens, I'ma live. You know, keep moving. Mm. That's a good one, Passport OG. I'm gonna contemplate that one. I'm gonna contemplate that one. Maybe do a response video. Cause at the time, well, at the time, after so many times of going through it, it doesn't. I stopped thinking about it. Be scared as fuck. Don't open that door. Don't open that door. Don't open that door. And I open that door. And I just did it over and over and over again because there wasn't no choice. You know. Every day was like going through the fucking meat grinder. And you knew it was coming. But you still went through the meat grinder and knew it. I don't know. You just hope to come out semi-intact like you did the previous days before. But I contemplate that and figure out an appropriate response, good sir, for a scholar such as yourself. But yeah, I gotta get ready to go do this fucking job. Anyway, early morning rising grind, brothers. Y'all have a good one. Be safe, be blessed, and be productive out there. I'll put up some more motivational content in the community tab from individuals that are more skilled than myself. But I'll be needing to hear that good word too. All right, brothers. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.